sparks. Fireworks are not a match for a star. Fire hurts, burns. Made of stone. Just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time. With a poem, and when I'm gone, don't tamper with a sample my songs unless you're strong. Bicep emojis in the group chat, 5 sets of burpees. Don't disturb me if the blue's black. I'm going through it, got a bunch of baggage on my roof rack. I have a lot of habits that produce that. They gon' put their tag on it. My condolences to the fact. Commit, knock it out. Pound for pound. Never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's pound, pound. Lifting them skyward and higher, I ran pound, pound. Lifting them skyward and higher, I ran through the rain. Work till I'm drained, put on headphones and do it all. Rehearse till I float in the flash. Yeah, I hate the grind and sweat the blood the time I motivation. I work too hard too long and not be in the.
Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. The crowd is buzzing for this one here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson, 6'9" tall, with a reach of 85 inches.
An amazing reach advantage that fighters do not expect to see in.
The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man.
Just take note, look at the reach. Look how much they're giving away in this fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned U.S. Olympic gold medalist and the newly crowned heavyweight champion.
Not too many seats to be had. The build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. That jab misses. That jab scores. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
A very competitive round here, so men step back for just a moment. These two were made for each other. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one round. I like that. And there's the bell to start round two. This fight has been very
Change it. An excellent last round. Everything works.
This is on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside and winning.
Your opponent crazy.
Lucky that hook didn't score. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill.
Nice there. That belt. Let's get that belt. Let's get
and style it out. Get on the style it out. Get on the
punch output. The halfway point of this round in both.
heaven.
Impressive now. After what we saw in that After what we saw in that here we go.
Keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that.
Power advantage, and we also know who has the speed advantage. We know who has the power advantage, and we also know who has the speed. Fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close.
Straight. Well, he is in big trouble. On to.
Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has.
And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
That's lights out right there. Run!
So this was an unexpected. Needs to put some combination work together. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. They get 1 minute between. Let's start the sixth. Is this the...
Where's your energy levels at? It tells you. Aiming to the referee because once someone...
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They're both trying for a knockout. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. And there's the belt. Exchange punches.
All gifted. They are the chosen.
He misses with that jab.
They just have to be off the charts.
He's been hurt. He's going to come up and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you in the...
Everything can change with one punch.
This can be so frustrating. When you're such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combination.
Perfect counter shot. No rest for the weary. Despite what the judges...
Time, bro. No way, Santa Dune beat me. No way. This was lower than him. Sinners don't win that, bro. Oh, we do, man. They cheated me out that one, bro. I'm not down one time. Man, no way he beat me, man. They did me that, bro. I ain't lying. I can't believe it.
They call it...
I'd have kept sticking to the game plan.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner
ain't no way.
from
If I
Eastern
just kept doing what I was doing,
here is one of boxing's all-time
hitting them with
greats,
this.
the heavyweight champion of the world.
Kept doing what I was doing,
Here is one of boxing's all-time
hitting them with
greats,
this.
the heavyweight champion of the world.
Fans are ready, and it looks like the... Fans are ready, and it looks like the... Works through the jab. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Two finally in the ring. Two finally in the ring.
Not the wrong side of a beat. Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Firecracker on the...
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first? Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot?
In work. Wait for...
Big shot.
In work. Wait for...
Stick and move, stick and move. Stick and move, stick and move.
In the matadors. In the matadors.
Perfect counter lands. Perfect counter lands.
He shows the skill, the discipline. He shows the skill, the discipline.
12 rounds and not have a mark on 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what
Pin him down.
their face. That's what
Pin him down.
let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won. Well, there was no doubt about who won.
Basic. Just get your rhythm back, and then we go again.
Don't let him back in or anything. Don't give him no free shots. You follow through. Don't let him coast through this round or then right.
Here we go in round three. Here we go in round three. Who's gonna land the first big shot? Last round complete domination. Let's see what we have. And that hook misses. They exchange punches. receipt. It's always
Tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
one punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Step in the ring. You've heard the phrase, willpower. You've heard the phrase, willpower.
Oh, because if you panic, you get desperate.
Let's talk about home. Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off that big
Broken, wide changing. An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay. Power here. Power here. Single minor mistake. Single minor mistake.
I've seen certified hands go.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judge.
The counter punching. The place in this one.
Easy.
There, switch on. Get this boxing back. Get this boxing back together. You start to make mistakes and switch it up immediately. Switch back.
Last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
I'm wrong, but
Keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent? What happens to your opponent is you get caught to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill.
Competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Tap for tap.
They hit
This down, can they hope to knock them out early? You can do it this way. There's going to be absolute uproar.
Get your shots off and don't give him anything.
Don't let him back in the fight.
Come on.
hooks, misses. Just feel each other out. Test.
They're trying. Can't expect those fighters have for each other because no one.
Battle. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round.
Until then, keep. Faster, you've just got to use brain.
I don't know how to punch out, but thought there might be more. I don't know who's got the advantage. Great set.
Just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. Just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You never.
Let's tell you.
Just been doing.
Let's tell you.
Just been doing.
Gonna see a jab from these two. We are seeing is everything in this. Might be more action here. Throw in the hook, but it doesn't score. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali?
So they stare into each other's eyes. This is Muhammad Ali. Here comes the brand new world heavyweight champion, just of course famously knocked out Sonny Liston. He's 20th. Vitaly Klitschko. Here comes one of the greatest fighters. Here comes one of the greatest fighters ever to come out of Ukraine.
This bout is scheduled for...
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
All what's left is for the first bell to go. That's all we's left is for the first bell to go. That's all we...
How did he absorb that hook? That right hand got him. Midst of them fighting.
This is...
He got caught. Big shot, and down goes Ali. He knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably. So this was an unexpected turn.
Know what that fight's...
Know
what that fight's capable of doing, and what...
Competitive. He's a KO. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. On to the third. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can... Nice counter punch right up the middle. Who has the power advantage?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You'd like to see more. Doesn't find a home. They're going to be all over the place. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who... And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, there's no...
Round, everything works. Wait for the react.
Hook misses. This round, the head isn't moving as well, Johnny, but...
You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
A very competitive round here so far. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Like that round. Good work.
You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on.
And there's the bell for round 5.
Back, then, put the pressure on.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has been better.
And
how about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
a shot from the gods took him out.
So
It's so hard for a fighter.
they got to pick things up for the final 10 seconds here. Let's talk about Klitschko in that lap.
Good work. That's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get...
Go back out there, this fight, and now you're getting back into it. Now, it's a tough fight, and he's going to be confident now.
Keep smart. Just the same again. Don't change too much.
Get your mind back. Get your mind back. Get your focus back.
It's out. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done.
Ooh, Klitschko stumbling back. Down goes Klitschko. Let's watch that again, replay from a different angle.
I've got to see that again.
Play with it, though.
The referee says they can continue, but down halfway through.
You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Klitschko.
This round, good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
Got him this round. He's starting to make mistakes.
Away. Think about the defense on the end.
A minute, you need 1 hour.
A lot of punch output. Nice defense on that hook. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How'd you deal with this? You could have...
Whoa, Johnny! Oh, and Klitschko just got rocked. Do you believe this? Klitschko is down. And as we take another look...
Yeah, they can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. That's boom.
Klitschko couldn't take anymore. We wondered how good his chin standing up to that shot.
I need to see that again. What a shot! What a shot! You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot.
Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these... Muhammad Ali, and now making the walk. He's looks east in us.
This bout is...
We've waited a long time for this fight. These two fighters promised us an offensive show that's... faster. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Founding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
This is not just what a build-up.
A perfect counter shot. Good counter punching. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it was like two different leagues. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until the end.
And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
Where?
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
The corners must be so hard. Again, they've got it.
They block the jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's see how the game plan changes. Nice counter shot. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Both men step back for just a moment. Well done with that counter shot. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Still the jab.
And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. It's all offense all the time. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Right when... Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Gotta let your... This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Don't worry about our round. Don't worry about our round. Let's go out there.
What are you doing? The gap's full of beer. Relax now, I don't want you to load up.
On the job. Get back out there and win the round. Come on, let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not...
Time for the 5th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on the end. That's what he's...
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavy...
You've got to hope they run out of steam. Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And that That left hook doesn't find its target. You'd like to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. Let's start the sixth. After that last round.
Fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what.
Comfortable doing this. Why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step up.
Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
The referee deems they can continue, but
And what are you doing right?
looks like he's leading. Anymore. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them. I've seen some impressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even... They want to click straight.
Catch and shoot. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. They both want a knockout, you can tell. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters...
Losers in this one. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose them. And there's the bell for round 8. So the fight...
Him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Needs to put some combination work together. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen.